Are you ready for another Desert Island Discs? So we're doing one. Hi everyone, I'm back for another episode of Desert Island Discs, Desert Island Films, Desert Island Movies, whatever you want to call it, where I take a look at one of my shelves, all of the titles on said shelf, and then pick one film that I would take with me, or if I had to pick one film on that shelf that I would take over all the others, what film would it be and what's the reasons for it? Today we're taking a look at this shelf here behind me, as you can see. There's a fair bit on that one. So let's do it. And then in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to jump to another area of the room. I'm undecided as of yet. Probably be a steelbook shelf. And we go through all the steelbooks on that shelf and pick out. And they're usually quite difficult to do because being steelbooks, they're generally films that I adore a lot more, I would say, or something like that. But let's get into this shelf here that's behind me now, and we'll take a look at what films are on there. Hi everyone. Okay, so because it's a middle shelf, I ain't got room to sit down. Or have I? No, I haven't really. And pick the bits up. I may do. Let me have a look. Okay, so that's better. Not the most comfortable of chairs because I'm sat on like a step. So you're going to have to see me keep turning around. But there we go. Let's have a look at what we have on this shelf. So first of all, this should actually be up top actually with my Lego Millennium Falcon, but it's a Han Solo statue figure. Let me stand up and do that. Okay, he's back where he should be. So let's have a look what we have on this shelf. Okay, so first off we have an A-Team Playmobil van. Hannibal and BA in there, and I know the other characters are in the back, like the roof comes off, but I've got a load of crap stashed in there as well, Playmobil bits that I didn't want on show. But yeah, that's the Playmobil van, Playmobil A-Team van. But these are really cool, don't care what you say. And then I have this here. It's the car from Nightmare on Elm Street, the end of the first Nightmare on Elm Street film. The Cadillac. I think that's Nancy inside, probably. But yeah, it's the, you know, the end of the film, you see it. It's got the red and green striped Freddy sweater design on top. And then we have my little Playmobil figures that go with the, van, the car that you saw 2 weeks ago. That was Peter Venkman, Ray Stantz, Ernie Hudson's character. Oh, Egon, Ray. Oh, his name's eluding me. What's his name? Egon Spengler there. These are from Ghostbusters 2. I can't remember his bloody name. That's doing my nutting. Alexa, who did Ernie Hudson play in Ghostbusters?
Ernie Hudson plays Winston Zeddemore.
Winston Zeddemore. I cannot remember that. And then I have another Ray Stantz there, which came with the Marshmallow Man. Let's get them out of the way. So let's have a look in here, shall we? First of all, there is a gap. I don't know what's in it. Okay, first of all, there's one film on this shelf that I'm going to reject from proceedings. And that is Jaws. Why am I ejecting it? Because you know it's my favourite film. If you watch the channel, you know that I'd pick this film over all others. You know that I have already picked this film over all others on another, on the steelbook shelf. So we're not including that, okay? That's fair. That's fair. Otherwise, it's over already. I mean, I've got Jaws t-shirt on, for Christ's sake. But let's go. Let's see what we've got here. So, let's have a look, shall we? So we'll go for the ones at the top first. So we have here Got to move my van. Okay, so we have In Time. I picked up for £2, primarily for the green case. I wanted the green case, and I never put it on what I wanted to put it on. Can't remember what it was I wanted to put it on now, but there we go. Then we have Immortal, which was a 50p pickup. The In-Betweeners movie. TV series was great. And The In-Betweeners 2 on Steelbook. Yeah, that's over here with that one, not in the Steelbook section. Then we have here the Internship with Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. I like these two paired up. They're good. Wedding Crashers is a great film. 50p for The International. And then here we have George Clooney and Catherine Zeta-Jones in Intolerable Cruelty, which I think is an underrated movie. I think George Clooney's got some great comic timing in this film. And obviously it is it's directed by the Thingy brothers, isn't it? Joel and Ethan Coen, yeah. I have the old DVD in there as well. Great film. Really good. Really, really good. Okay, now you're going to see a bit of thingy. Well, let's get these two piles here. Let's get this one out of the way. We have a special edition release with art cards and all that for Catching Fire, the Hunger Games. Obviously, the Hunger Games, the rest of them did come in last week's. I'm going to put that up there on that shelf with them. Into last week's, 2 weeks ago, draw. The Hunger Game films were in there. That's just... But you're going to see a thematic thing with the next lot of films anyway. So first of all we have Wake of Death, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Double Team, these are all the 88 films from here on, Van Damme releases. Maximum Risk with Natasha Henstridge. These all come with a nice case, nice slip, and also you get inside either poster, art cards or booklet, something inside. 88 films. And the slips are all numbered to 3,000. And nice releases. And we have Street Fighter, Kylie Minogue, Nowhere to Run, Cyborg, if you're a Van Damme lover, In Hell, Replicant, Knockoff, and last but not least, Legionnaire. All Van Dammes. Yep. And then we have here, we have Hostage, £2. Just Go With It, Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler. That weren't bad. I quite enjoyed that. Tortoise is making noise if you can hear him. Johnny English. Johnny English Reborn. And Johnny English Strikes Again. It's still sealed. And we have Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Very funny. I do like this film, but no, I like this film. Not so much the sequel. It weren't that good. Okay, so now we're left with what's here. So let's have a look. Okay, first we have I, Tonya with Margot Robbie with a nice slipcover. And Matt picked this up for me when we were out one day in London. He grabbed it for me. I did have I, Tonya already, but I didn't have the HMV exclusive slip. It was only £1 or something, or a couple of quid. Ricky Gervais in The Invention of Lying. Oh, I don't know if I've got to do something with him. I'll get him out. And we have The Italian Job there. Okay, so yeah, the tortoise is on the floor. So where we were at The Italian Job, which I do have a steelbook for as well. So then we have here, we have Into the Woods. Ice Road, still sealed, it's a German release. I have seen it, obviously, I've done a review for it. Imitation Game, very good film with Benedict Cumberbatch and Keira Knightley about the Enigma machine and decrypting that. My Frankenstein of Aaron Eckhart. Independence Day. I do have this on 4K as well. Independence Day Resurgence. I loved the first one. It's a great film. I really enjoy it. I saw it at cinema several times. That's rubbish. I Am Mother. This is a decent little film. I think this came from Germany as well. I picked up, yeah, this is a German release. I Am Mother. In Bruges, a fantastic film as well. An Incredible Burt Wonderstone with Steve Carell, Steve Buscemi, Olivia Wilde, Alan Arkin, Jim Carrey. Great cast that's got. I like Steve Carell. I like Steve Carell. And then we have The Intern with Robert De Niro and Anne Hathaway. A Nancy Meyers movie. Should we get into some... Well, let's get into... Well, into the blue. Paul Walker. Never reckoned Paul Walker as an actor. And Jessica Alba there. And I have Blu-ray release in there as well. DVD release. Then we have Iron Sky. Nazis on the Moon. And then we have Iron Sky, the coming race. There's maybe, well, there meant to be a third one coming to these. I think there was. The Jackal, Bruce Willis, Richard Gere. It's the one where he blows Jack Black away. Bruce Willis does. Then we have Jack Reacher. I didn't mind the first one, it was alright. TV series is blinding. And I saw the second one. When I saw the second one at cinema, I thought, this is better served on TV. And lo and behold, what they do, they go and made them for TV. Because they are better served on TV. The stories are not big and bombastic like Mission Impossible or anything like that. Then we have here the Jack Ryan collection containing Hunt for October, Patriot Games, Clear and Present Danger, The Sum of All Fears. All very good films. However, I do feel that Patriot Games is very, very dated now when it comes to watching it, and the protection that is revolved around the royal family is non-existent in the film. I do think it's a very dated film in that sense. I think probably my personal favourite, Hunt for October, is a fantastic film, but Clear and Present Danger I really enjoyed. Sum of All Fears I didn't mind, actually. I didn't mind it. And then the weakest of the Jack Ryans is Shadow Recruit. Captain Kirk wasn't suited to this role at all. Okay, these I'm not going to include, but they are the first 2 seasons of Jack Ryan TV show, season 1, season 2, because they're TV. Then we have Jennifer's Body, with this gloriously impressive embossed looking, you can see light catching it, slipcover. I have a steelbook for this film as well. That's quite an underrated film. Steve Martin, The Jerk, film I grew up on and loved. Thought it was very, very good, very funny. You mean you're going to stay that colour? You mean I'm going to stay that colour? Stay this colour? I didn't get it right, did I? There we go. And we have Jojo Rabbit. Again, a fantastic film. I have 4K of it. This should be in a double section. Jumanji. And Jumanji, The Next Level steelbook in there. Olive Stone's JFK. Kevin Costner. Great cast in this. I don't know why I don't take these stickers off, I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Why don't I take them off? But the assassination of John Fitzgerald Kennedy. It's the director's cut as well. Great cast in this. Kevin Costner, Kevin Bacon, Tommy Lee Jones, Gary Oldman, Sissy Spacek, among others. Don't know if I can get that off. I'll get off. I'll do that later. Then we have the Jurassic Park trilogy, containing Jurassic Park 1, 2 and 3, and these will come up again. Jurassic World 3D with a lenticular sleeve. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I do have steelbooks for all of the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World films, and that's why the last one isn't there. Then we have Jane Got a Gun with Natalie Portman, Joel Edgerton, Uncle Ben, Star Wars. Nick Cage time, Jiu-Jitsu. Next up, a film that lost Disney one hell of a lot of money, John Carter of Mars. Journey to the Centre of the Earth, Brendan Fraser. I remember that being okay. You've actually got in there the old style 3D glasses. Does this 3D on it? Journey 2, where they brought in Dwayne Johnson to, I don't know. Can't remember the second one that much. A lot of people love this next film. Jingle All the Way. I don't think it's as good as what some people think it is. And then we have Kate Beckinsale, Jai Courtney, Susan Sarandon, Stanley Tucci, and Jolt. Quentin Tarantino, Jackie Brown. I've still yet to watch this. This is the only Quentin Tarantino film I haven't seen. I really need to watch it. Then we have Jupiter Ascending. I don't think I even got through that. Picked that up cheap. Jack the Giant Slayer. Say what you will. Milla Jovovich. Still sealed, Joan of Arc. She was very young when she made this. Obviously, I have seen the film. You should enjoy it back in the day. Then we have here Juno. Juno. Okay, so there we go. They are all of the films presented to you on these shelves. That's everything on this shelf. So, my question to you is, what film on there would you pick over all else? What's the one movie that you would take with you on that shelf above all others? What would you leave behind for that one movie? Yeah, I mean, what can I say? There's some good films on there. Some of the Jack Ryan films are great. I know I've got my back to you. It's very rude of me. I'm looking for something. Independence Day is a great film. I can't deny that. But what film would you take, and what film do you think I would take? Let me adjust the camera and we shall take a look at my pick. Okay, have you chosen? Because I certainly have. There's a lot of decent films there. Independence Day, I love. I do. It's a great film. Jojo Rabbit, really, really good, outstanding, underrated movie there. From Taika Waititi. Yeah, there's some good ones on that shelf. There's also a lot of dross as well. Bit of a mixture. But that one film that I would pick, and you've probably guessed it. It was probably a really easy guess. And it probably stood out to you as soon as it came up. And that is Jurassic Park, the first Jurassic Park movie. How could I not take that over everything else on that shelf? How could I not choose Steven Spielberg's 1993 classic film? I gave him a rewatch a little while ago, and it's a fantastic movie. The first one really is a fantastic movie. Funnily enough, on the rewatch, I preferred part 3 to part 2. I know, that's crazy, isn't it? Second one, although it had some great characters in introducing Pete Postlethwaite's Hunter, Big Game Hunter, who should have came back for another film. I don't care what you say, he should have been in another film. Fantastic he was. It just left me empty. I think the pacing was bad, and that tacked on ending is just disgraceful. It's awful. You know, all of a sudden Vince Vaughn's character is ejected from the film, you know, nowhere to be seen. Who killed the dinosaurs on the ship? Question. And it's wrapped up so nicely and quickly. That should never have been the way for the end of that film. But anyway, so Jurassic Park 3, you know, even though you got the dinosaur talking on the ship, on the plane, you know, the dream sequence and all that nonsense, I think it was a better film and runtime. It just didn't drag as much as that second one. But anyway, so Jurassic Park 1 for me, there's a personal reason to that as well. And not that I get too schmaltzy or anything about this, so don't worry about that. But basically, it was the last film that my mum saw at the cinema in 1993. She passed away in 1994. So I was quite young. And it was the last film that we went to see, me, my dad, and her, down in Greenwich Picture House, Greenwich in South London. Yes, that was the last film she ever got to see. Not that that upsets me or anything. You know, life moves on. You got to roll with these sort of... Everyone's parents, you lose them at some point in your life, and it's a matter of how you deal with that, isn't it? And yeah, it's... But, you know, so that doesn't impact me in any way. It doesn't, like, make me sad when I watch the film or anything like that, but I am aware of that is a fact, that is the case. But yeah, so Jurassic Park for me. So what was your pick? Let me know in the comments down below. And like I said, in 2 weeks' time, I will be back. Oh, sorry, I've got to do this. Oh, where's the Thomas? In 2 weeks' time, I will be back with another episode. And like I said, I may do one on the steelbook shelves. Everyone likes to look on a steelbook shelf, don't they? There we go, that's the tortoise. I don't know what date this is airing. Will I have the puppy yet? Will the puppy have met the tortoise? That'll be interesting, won't it? It will indeed. But anyway, I'm off. I shall see you later. Take care all and goodbye.